Hi, I'm Dave Rutherford with Jay Hill. This is the Dave and Jay Show. We've been talking about this federal election coming up on the 21st of October, how important it is, how pivotal it is for Canada, and we're obviously encouraging people to change governments. We need to get rid of the Trudeau government. But there are so many sort of fallout issues. If, in fact, Justin Trudeau's government is reelected, I'm hearing a lot in Alberta, and I know Jay is as well, about the possibility of Alberta, maybe other provinces in the West, seceding, going independent, going on their own. And I'll tell you, Jay, even at dinner tables, at some receptions we've been to, this is a topic people are talking about. It comes up all the time. Now, you've been actively involved in this. You've been writing about it and talking about it. Where are we? I mean, is it really a possibility?
Well, I think it is real. But I think you're right, Dave. I think that it's contingent upon the re-election of Trudeau. If he were to win a majority or even a worst case minority, propped up by the NDP and Elizabeth May and her Green Party, I mean, all we have to do is look to British Columbia to see what a disaster,
devastating that would be.
A disaster that would be. That's right. So what I've been saying, and I think what a lot of Albertans and people from Saskatchewan and Manitoba and northern British Columbia have been saying, is that if worse comes to worse and Trudeau wins, even though I'm not a separatist right now, I'm a patriotic Canadian, I want to see Canada succeed. But if this clown gets reelected and continues to destroy our country for another 4 years, I will become an advocate for Western independence.
Now, are you saying then, like on the day after the election, that would really trigger, if in fact, as you say, Trudeau's reelected in one form or another, the next day people in Alberta or people who advocate this would get active? Or would you wait to see what the next Trudeau government might do? I mean, how quickly would this happen?
I think for many people, including myself, it would be almost instant with his re-election, Dave. Some people, and maybe it'll be in increments, will likely wait for a while just to see how bad it does get. But if you look at our history with the carbon tax that's coming in on the 1st of January, the fact that they will not commit to not raising it, it's likely to go to $50, $75, $100. Who knows where it's going to go? That means taxes for every man, woman, and child, every family in Canada are going to go up and up and up. The deficits that this clown continues to run, mortgaging our children and yours and my grandchildren's future. Bill C-48, banning tankers off northern British Columbia. Bill C-69, no more pipelines.
Which is now Royalist and it's been approved. It is law.
And the only hope we have here in Western Canada, and particularly Alberta for that, is to see Andrew Scheer get elected because he's committed to repealing both those pieces of legislation. Trudeau is not going to. They're his bills. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out where this is going. If he's reelected, as I've said in the past, he's going to consider that's a green light to continue to do what he's been doing. And it's not just on the economy. It's not just on jobs. It's not just attacking the oil and natural gas industries, Dave. It's everything, whether, he's certainly embracing terrorists. He's welcoming back, potentially welcoming back the ISIS terrorists. He says they can be rehabilitated. Of course, that's not the view of the average Canadian that's out in the real world.
Well, we don't think it is. All the Canadians we talk to, we don't think that's the prevalent sort of feeling. But you and I have talked about this before, and you guys wouldn't be surprised that we've talked about this stuff. I am still proud to be a Canadian. I mean, I think the Canadian experiment is failing. I think the country is failing. The system is failing. But I'm still, darn it, I'm still a Canadian, Jay. And so I really struggle with this idea of becoming, a separatist. I agree with you completely about where we are in this country. But I'm still reluctant to jump.
I appreciate that, and I understand that. And you could be amongst the majority even after God forbid, Trudeau is reelected. Well, I'm not saying that this is going to be a slam dunk. I'm saying that if he is reelected, that the Western premiers, certainly Jason Kenney and Scott Moe and Brian Pallister, they should get together and say, what do we do now? Because he is destroying the country that we love.
Or is it more likely to get another entity going, like another party, a movement, something that would be across Western Canada
Well-
that wouldn't directly involve those premiers, but would be something else. Is that
To me, that would be a worst case scenario, is to get another party going. And that's where I diverge from Westexit.
Westex? Aren't those little dogs?
Wexit.
The West-
There we go.
I think we should find a new word for it. But
Yeah.
but
But that's where I diverge from their point of view, is that they believe you need to have a separatist party, similar to the Bloc Québécois in Quebec. I
Right,
don't agree
right.
with that. I think that that's a failure to go that way and start yet another political party.
But we might need another charismatic person, another individual to drive this whole agenda. And of course, right away we think of who? Brad Wall. The former Saskatchewan Premier Brad Wall.
Brad Wall, Jason Kenney, Stephen Harper. There's
Maybe-
lots of great
maybe-
conservatives out there that could do that.
Okay, we will talk about this on the 22nd of October, and we'll see what happens.
We hope we don't have to.
We hope we don't
because
have to.
Vote Conservative, vote for Andrew Scheer.
I'm Dave Rutherford, that's Jay Hill. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button, the like thing, and all those other affirmative confirmations that you like the show. See you next time.